Hello everyone! Here we are then, start of our brand new, wonderful, spectacular My Team series to the top of the F1 standings and trying to make our team one of the best in Formula 1. Here we are then, starting at Jaguar Racing, the team the majority of people in the comments on my short wanted me to run as, and our engine is going to be the Renault engine, also because the majority of people wanted me to run the Renault engine, and also it's the worst durability and it's the worst engine overall on the grid, so that could deeply affect our performance on main straights and with the durability. Anyways, I can't wait to get this up and running. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of dramatic moments like our two-player career in qualifying, because it is a full, and as you can see here, our team is the fourth worst car, but hopefully we can gain on that. Let's advance. So you'll see the car reveal soon, and you might not like it, but that is not really my fault because we don't have all of the podium pass items, and I can't really expand on the cars that I've got to design. But here we go, going to head into this one. Hopefully you'll like it. This is the Jaguar F1 new team livery. I'm just going to increase my volume a bit, so that graph at the bottom of your screen is just the volume going up. But anyways, here we are. This is it. I'm still a bit shocked actually that we're doing it right now. I was going to do it on Saturday, but two-player career videos I've sent me forward a bit, and we are doing it early. But I'm sure you'll all enjoy it because you all enjoyed the previous series on my previous account. We are not doing a long race here. It is just the normal distance we do on two-player career. Let's advance a bit more now.
Looks like you've had a meeting request.
We've had a meeting request, a department event. So let's see, pace and awareness. I believe pace will be more important in the first stage of this. So if you never knew, our teammate is Luca Giotto because he has quite a lot of experience, and because he's not made the 2022 F2 Formula 1 Championship. He left at the end of last year for Formula 2. So that's why we've picked him up, because he's a very experienced driver and hopefully he can deliver for Jaguar here. As we're going to advance a bit more to the Bahrain weekend, the opening race that we really need to impress on in our new team. Here we go. But before we do that, we can make a few more upgrades. Let's make a few power upgrades. Power is not really what this car is good at the moment, so we need to improve on that. And yes, we can also make a chassis upgrade, so that will be vital for us. Hopefully that can take us a bit more towards the top of the grid and help us in our performance. So here we go then to the Bahrain Grand Prix weekend. I will skip this video until qualifying because practice, no one wants to see that. Anyways, I'll skip the video until qualifying. See you there. Alright then, here we are sitting in a brand new Jaguar F1 car, about to head out for Q1 of this session. But before we do that, I'm just going to quickly check the settings. Okay then, so this is a bit weird. I don't know what has happened. There is a glitch in the garage. I've got no clue what's happening. We're just going to drive out, I guess. What is going on? I've never seen that before. What is going on? Apart from this, the issue that's happened, we are going to get out on track for our first flying lap in Q1. So our teammate Luca Giotto is already pumping in his outlap. We have just started ours now. As you can hear, the new Renault engine in this car. It's actually a bit different to what I'm used to hearing at my Ferrari in the two-player career. So that is a bit different. It does sound quite nice though, even though it's the worst engine on the grid, which I'm sure will cause us some difficulties. It still sounds quite good, and I'm very happy about that. So the main goal for this weekend is to try and impress as much as we can with our new outfit and hope for the best. Try and keep a clean race as well, that is one of the main things. Also, we could be doing longer races in the future, but we'll need to do a shorter qualifying for that. Maybe every Friday or Saturday we could do one of them. Maybe once a week, that could be enough. But I'll skip to the part where we're doing our main flying lap. Actually, no, I won't, because we're about to do it anyways. We have the car of Fernando Alonso in the Alpine up ahead of us, so he could cause us some difficulties. Maybe with some traffic to try and overcome. We'll see what happens. I might actually back off a bit here. I don't want to get in the path of that Alpine. That'd cause us some very difficult moments, because we need to impress as much as we can in our debut in F1, the whole team's debut. Here we go then. First lap in Q1. We always skip Q2 as well because there's nothing much interesting there, but if there is anything that is interesting, we will get it on video. Apart from that, we will skip Q2. Anyways, here we go, our first flying lap. I wonder where it will put us at the end of this one. I feel like we've had an alright first sector. Nothing special, but just your normal average first sector. To go purple in the first sector. That's a bit strange. Apparently we're having an absolute stormer, as my teammate goes fastest already. Quite a good time from him, to be fair. I knew it was quite a good signing, but there will be other drivers sniffing around trying to beat that. And as I speak, I'm thinking Aston Martin has just gone faster. Yes, indeed they have, of Lance Stroll, who has more experience obviously in F1. That is paying off massively. Carlos Sainz now sets a fastest lap. Can we beat it though? We need to get 15 seconds on him. Oh, we've had a wee moment at the exit curb. We get stuck to it. That could waste a lot of time. A bit of understeer kicking in. But can we still get faster? Yes, we can!
That's the fastest lap so far. Well done.
What a wonderful lap. That could be because of the AI difficulty, I'm not sure, and if it is, I'll definitely be changing it for the race, because that is not the way that I want my season to start, really. I mean, it is in one way, it's not in the other, because the AI difficulty must be way too high. I mean, way too low, sorry. But apart from that, what a wonderful dramatic result that was. Absolutely super for our team already. But that is only Q1, remember, and I'll see you for the results of Q1. Goodbye. Hello everyone, here are the results of Q1 then. So we firmly get through in our Jaguar, which is absolutely amazing. Just look, we are only 2/10 off the lead driver Max Verstappen, so that is great so far. Anyways, as we look further down, the cars eliminated are Nikita Mazepin, really sad for our Lord and Saviour, Nicholas Latifi, Schumacher, Russell, Giotto and Ocon, so that is unfortunate for him, but he did make it quite far, so I'm very impressed. We'll see you at the end of Q2. Goodbye. Alright, so my Q2 is over already, so we'll be starting from P15 on the grid here. So I just want to run you through what happened. So I got caught on the curb at the other side of the track, and then my car went all the way over here and spun it on the grass. The grass turned my car round. I came absolutely drifting back over to the other side of the track, where I spun on the curb again, impacted the wall both ends, and this is not the way you want to start for Jaguar. Let's hope to impress tomorrow. See you on the grid. However, firstly, before we go into the grid, I just want to run you through who's on pole. Bottas takes pole over Sergio Perez and Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen P4. Norris, Ricciardo, Leclerc, Sainz, Gasly and Sebastian Vettel. Kimi Raikkonen doing quite well in the Alfa Romeo. Alonso in the Alpine. Tsunoda. Lance Stroll's there. Antonio Giovinazzi there. So we only come P16 on the grid, which is not ideal at all. Anyways, let's go to the grid now.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those 10 few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice. And they've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Perez, Hamilton, Lando Norris, and Ricciardo, Leclerc, Sainz, Gasly, and Sebastian Vettel, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, Kimi Raikkonen, and Stroll, Giovinazzi, Robinson, Esteban Ocon, and Luca Giotto, Russell, Latifi, Mazepin, and Mick Schumacher.
So don't ask me why the suits were glitched on the grid, but it's, I don't know, it's obviously just a glitch and maybe an image fault or something like that. Anyways, here we are on the grid waiting to start our race, so we're going to decide our strategy, and the team want us to put on mediums, and the race is a 14 lap race. Anything can happen, of course, and maybe even yellow flags, but we just want to impress, stay clean in our debut as a team here at Bahrain. So let's just keep it smooth and keep it tidy, hope for the best result, and maybe hope we can get a good start and maybe challenge for points today. Let's see how it goes. So here we go then, our opening round, our debut, our everything. At Bahrain, 5 red lights are out. Let's hope for the best start. Let's hope to maybe challenge for a few points in our opening race for Jaguar. Here we go then. We've had an electric start already up into P13, and we go for a great dive. We've been squeezed by, I think that's Lewis Hamilton, and we have some understeer clipping the curb as well. But overall, it's been an absolutely fantastic start, up into P6 already. What a race, what a start this has been for us. So we go round the outside of the reigning F1 World Champion from 2020, Lewis Hamilton. Wonderful move. P5 in our new Jaguar team. They will be loving that. What an absolutely thunderous start we've just had. Anyways, we just need to build on this now and push for 4th placed Lando Norris. I wonder if we'll be able to get him or not. We will see. Especially we're not going to catch the top 3. They seem to be whizzing ahead at the speed of light. However, we are still trying to chase this McLaren. Remember, we do have a big disadvantage on the straights, and Hamilton is looking quite tasty behind us. Yep, as you can see, even with the slipstream, we are still fading behind Lando Norris. But you know what? Shall we go for it here? Yes, we do. We do go for it. He turns in on us. There could be a bit of contact made, but that was none of our fault whatsoever. He turned in on us, and now we have managed to go round the outside of us, and Jeff seems to be loving that one. However, Lewis Hamilton is also putting the pressure on Lando Norris now. Could it be 2 moves for us on 1 driver? It doesn't seem so at the moment, with Leclerc hot on Hamilton in P7.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on mediums.
So this race seems like it's just going Red Bull's way at the moment, with a Red Bull 1-2 currently as it stands. They look pretty quick around the around the Bahrain circuit, not gonna lie. Lewis Hamilton is now in the slipstream of Lando Norris. He's going to go for the move on the McLaren driver, as you can see behind us. And he seems to have got the move, and further back a Ferrari and a McLaren are going at it as well. And the McLaren seems to got the better of the Ferrari, but the Ferrari might come back in the slipstream, who knows. But now this is bad news for us, as Hamilton seems to have got past Lando Norris and will now be pressurising us as much as he can. The Ferrari's got back past the McLaren, so we'll see what happens there. But that looks like quite a nice battle going on behind us for, I think, 7th and 8th. I'm not quite sure, but I think it is 7th and 8th. Yes, it is. It's quite a good battle going on. We won't get DRS because of one thousandth of a second there.
We want to pit this lap, so push now.
And I've just realised that we're already on lap 6, and that we will be coming into the pit lane on this lap. But we are boxing this lap anyway, so we don't need it. And it looks like Valtteri Bottas is continuing out along with Max, along with Sergio Perez. So me and the race leader, Max Verstappen, are both pulled into the pit lane now. So Verstappen, who was leading this race, is in for his one and only scheduled stop. We are in P2, we are in P4, and we pit to lose probably our P4 spot. Norris continues, Sainz continues, and we are still behind Verstappen. It was not a good stop for us at all, but hopefully we might be able to get some cars. Come on, Verstappen, don't get ahead of the traffic. And there's been an incident. Verstappen might have had contact there. We have a similar bit of contact with Esteban Ocon, and now Verstappen's getting held up, and look at this slipstream, and DRS helping us. Can we make a double move, or is this a bit too aggressive? We go for it, you know. We've got one of the drivers. Now I'm alongside Max Verstappen. Who will come out on top? What a wonderful wee battle this is. We squeeze him all the way, and he's lost another position to Kimi Räikkönen. Wonderful battling. Now can't we catch our teammate Luca Giotto? And it was a wise decision from the other drivers, aka Bottas and Perez, to stay out and avoid all this traffic. Don't know why my team wouldn't do the same, because we've just had to clear Kimi Räikkönen and another driver. I think it was Esteban Ocon. Obviously got Giotto ahead, must let me ahead, come on, he can't not let me past easily. Go a bit wide there. It doesn't give us track limits. Can it be a wonderful wee move around the outside? It can! We go off the track a bit to make the move, but we'll keep it as the FIA do nothing about that. As the front runners are in. Let's hope we haven't lost any time to Lando Norris either, or Lewis Hamilton, our main competitors that we were racing in this race. Can we stay ahead of them here? We've not had the best of laps, and I don't know if we can, because Verstappen and Hamilton, Perez and Hamilton are coming out of the pits. There's Perez. We beat Lewis Hamilton. That is the main thing that we needed to do. Beat Lewis Hamilton, and we've done it. And we're right behind Sergio Perez as well, so if we did have a better lap, we could have went into the lead of this race. Oh, we almost spin it! And we have to correct our near spin. That was a very close moment there for us. Good car control though. But this is not looking good for us at all, as Verstappen and Bottas are looking very punchy here, especially with DRS and slipstream. They could possibly, potentially go for the move, because look at the speed difference that Verstappen has got. We're going to have to defend like mad. We do to the inside. He gives us a touch. Can he make the move stick? He goes very, very towards the inside line. Can we do the switchback on him? Can it be a wonderful switchback? Yes, it can, and we managed to keep our second place with a great bit of defending there. And Valtteri Bottas is now putting the pressure on Max Verstappen. Can Bottas get through to a podium place for Mercedes? We'll see what happens as Bottas and Verstappen are still going side by side. What battling this is in the opener for this year. And Bottas has got him. After that fight with Verstappen, Bottas has managed to sail his way through into P3 and is now going to be trying to put the pressure on us other than Verstappen. Perez absolutely untouchable in this race. A surprise winner, but a winner nonetheless. He has drove a wonderful race. Can we do the switchback again? Maybe it'll work, but he doesn't look as quick as the Red Bull in a straight line, but he looks quick nonetheless, and look at that difference of speed, and he goes for it, does Bottas. He's still squeezing me out, and he cuts the curb a bit. We have to take a bit of avoiding action there. Can he do the switchback on us this time? He tries it, you know, but he has to back out of it. He has more DRS. He's going down to the corner in P2. We have to take a very wide line going round the fourth corner on this track. But we managed to get the move done, but he's coming back at us again. We have to squeeze him all the way over. Can we keep the place going round the outside? Oh, he's hit us! We've made big contact because our car is very heavy, not having many upgrades done to it. But we managed to keep our second place for now with a bit of contact with Bottas, and I'm going to quickly ask my race director. And he says we have a bit of front wing damage from that. This is not good for us at all. Our battle with Valtteri Bottas has left us with a bit of wing damage, and this could leave us vulnerable to the cars. So we have to defend very aggressively from Bottas, who's going to try and move down the inside again. We give him all the space, but he still goes for it. What aggressive moves from Valtteri Bottas in this race. That could leave him with a bit of damage, as here comes Lewis Hamilton. As you can see, we're struggling very, very much so with this bit of damage, holding everyone up. With 2 laps to go, who knows what's going to happen. Valtteri Bottas is now alongside us, but that's not it, because here comes Lewis Hamilton. They're going for the double move, the 2 Mercedes drivers, as we try the move on Bottas, which leaves him squeezed out, and Lewis Hamilton has to cut the curb to try and make the move on us. And now Hamilton's pressurising Bottas as well. As there's been, Max Verstappen has come into the pit lane with damage, so he has had an absolute shocker in this first race. Here comes Valtteri Bottas again at this corner. Thinks better of it this time, luckily for us. And he has a wee mistake there that could leave him vulnerable to the 2 cars behind him. However, it is pretty hard to overtake around this part of the track, and he maintains in P3. Okay, but look at the speed difference. Here comes Valtteri Bottas, and it's a wonderful overtake. I don't think we might be getting that back anytime soon. Right down the inside, and here comes Lewis Hamilton as well, but we try and go for it again on Valtteri Bottas, force him all the way off the track almost, but Lewis Hamilton's managed to get him and is now pressurising us for the double move in sector 1. We squeeze him out a bit. Here comes Lewis Hamilton then on us. What's going to happen here? He cuts into us, he turns in on us, and he's round. Lewis Hamilton has spun it, and there's been further incidents with Lando Norris, who's been held up in that. And there's more yellow flags now. 2 sorts of yellow flags. Kimi Räikkönen is out the session. And there's been a massive pile up. Something has happened here. Let's have a wee replay. Lewis Hamilton has been spun round. And then here's Lando Norris. Charles Leclerc smashes into Norris. Pierre Gasly hits Leclerc. Carlos Sainz barely avoids. No, he doesn't. He smashes into Leclerc as well. Loads of cars involved. That could bring out the safety car here. What an absolute smashing. Oh my. An absolute controversy pile up on the first race of this season. And also, let's quickly see what happens to Kimi Räikkönen. Where is Kimi Räikkönen? Here he is, pulling over with a blown engine. That is not what you like to see for your first race in the new season. And there's another car off. There's a car off the road. Let's see what's happened. It's a Ferrari. What happens to him? Oh, he just goes off by himself. No one hits him or anything. He's just gone off by himself. Really strange incident there for the Ferrari. That could lose him some points, as there's been more yellow flags. It's just the Ferrari again. I don't know what he's doing. Can Bottas get us? Can we hold on to take P2 in our debut season, our debut race for Jaguar? What a performance that was.
Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
Solid, absolutely amazing start, electric start from us, and then the overtaking, the incidents made for a great race. Well done me. Well done Sergio Perez, obviously, for taking the win and leading the championship for him. Who would have knew?
What set them apart from the rest?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed.
He deserved that win. That was a great performance and great drive from him overall. That was amazing. Very happy for the podium as well. In our first race in Formula 1, that is how we like to start.
What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team. Sergio Perez is now our points leader in the Drivers' Championship thanks to his performance today. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Robinson. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 1, so it was a great effort.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Red Bull take over as championship leaders. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula 1 action. I can't wait to see what's next.
So with that result then, we come P2, Bottas P3, Perez wins the race and takes the lead in the Drivers' Championship, Red Bull in the lead in the Constructors, Ricardo with a great race in 4th, Sebastian Vettel, wonderful race for him in 5th, then Lewis Hamilton, Sainz, Yuki Tsunoda, Verstappen and Alonso rounding out the top 10. Good race for the Italian Jesus there as well. And our teammate in P14 in the championship, us in P2, Jaguar P3 in the Constructors then. So hope you're excited for the next one, hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did, and we will see you for the next one. Goodbye.